Hey everybody, Jay Barino here. Welcome back. Wednesday, Thursdays, returning to the RTS Potpourri. And I would like to return to Dawn of War and finish it. We played through Dark Crusade as the Tau. We are now going to play through Soulstorm. I'm very excited about it. I had a really good time with the base game and Winter Assault, except for those weird income glitches. And then Dark Crusade was fantastic. I really liked the Risk-style gameplay. Soulstorm apparently is that, except with 2 new factions and some additional tech. I think there's air now. I don't remember. Did I play on normal? I probably played on normal for Dark Crusade. I will once again play on normal.
It was the sudden appearance of a warp storm at the Kaurava system's outer edge that first caught the attention of the Imperium, and not just the Imperium. After hundreds of years under the neglectful watch of the Imperial Guard, nearly every force in the galaxy would descend upon the planet of Kaurava, bent only on domination and victory. 3 races had long dwelled in there. The Imperial Guard, its supposed rulers, the Orc tribes of Kaurava II, which the Guard had never successfully put down, and the Necron, who had slept undisturbed for untold millennia beneath Kaurava III. Where the Chaos Marines came from, or how, none can say. Did the Warp Storm bring them, or did they bring the Warp Storm? Both appeared suddenly on Kaurava IV, and in an eye blink, half the system's Imperial forces were gone, killed or claimed by the madness of chaos. In quick succession, the others flocked to Kaurava. The Space Marines, the Imperium's super soldiers, descended on Kaurava II, planning to finally cleanse the system, both of the troublesome Orcs and the Chaos Marines, the sworn mortal enemies. The Tau appeared next, not far above, on one of the planet's moons. In the interests of protecting its ordered empire from the effects of human folly, the Tau came seeking to contain the Warp Storm, and in so doing, expand the territory's border. On their moon, they built a mighty fortress, and there forged a space cannon capable of interplanetary devastation. Among the wastes of Kaurava III, the Necrons, perhaps awakened by the disruptive forces of the Warp Storm, slowly massed their lethal legions. In quick response, webway gates, long unused, flickered to life, and Eldar poured forth, ready to battle their dark, death-dealing adversaries. Meanwhile, in the shadow of an ancient portal gate, the Dark Eldar slipped stealthily out of the murky depths of the webway. They would be like carrion birds, flying above the battlefield, and when all were weary from the fight, make the battlefield into a feasting ground. Last to arrive, and perhaps most to be feared, were the Sisters of Battle, holy maidens and bearers of the God Emperor's faith. They had come to cleanse the system of corruption and filth. Their faith left them fanatical, unafraid of death and solace in their cause. Nothing here was clean. All must be purged. Now, war rages anew, and only the victorious may write their history. Only the victorious will claim the planets of Kaurava.
Alright, so Dark Crusade was only one planet. Oh my gosh, my graphic settings are like the lowest possible. Hang on. And also, if there's an intro cinematic, like a pre-rendered cinematic to this campaign, I'll play it now as well, and then I'll be back.
Damn them! Fight for all your worst soldiers! We've got to win this!
side! Clear my sisters in the Emperor's name!
Okay, we are back. So, the two new factions are the Sisters of Battle and the Dark Eldar. The Dark Eldar are basically like pirates, and they're very mobile and do a lot of damage, but are glass cannons, is my understanding. Free Ancient Gate travel sounds fantastic. Forward bases, I don't know what that is. Apparently, Requisition works differently here, where you still have Honor Guard, but your buildings aren't persistent in the areas that you've taken, so you spend Requisition to actually have the base as well, which seems important. Orcs/Gorguts are the canonical winners of Soulstorm, and I do really like the Orcs, though we did get to play around with them a little bit in Winter Assault. Not as much as I would have liked, but I think I'm leaning towards, after polling some folks, I'm leaning towards Sisters of Battle. They're flame-focused, a lot of flamers, and their big Dreadnought equivalents have like these giant spinning chainsaw things. They just look cool. You're the Canoness Selena Agna, leading the Sisters of Battle in glorious battle against all foes of the Holy God Emperor. It is your duty to cleanse these worlds of the mutant, the alien, and the heretic alike. A great corruption has fallen upon the Karava system, and everyone there is suspected of heresy or taint. Everything must be burnt to the ground. And then forward bases sounds nice. Maybe that gives us a faster start. I wanted to pick a race that was good at rushing. Necron are too slow. Just way too slow, as much as I wanted to try them. A lot of these, the risk-type map, it's like a lot of maps, and you just gotta knock them out really fast when you're not attacking the strongholds, right? So the strongholds will be very long, but the missions in between, hopefully, will go pretty fast. We just want to bomb through them. And in fact, some of them I may not even include in videos. We'll see. I feel like Dark Crusade started dragging a little bit by the end. The Tower, really fun. Imperial Guard's cool. Space Marines are cool. These are Space Marines. This is Imperial Guard. Eldar, I've never really cared for. I'd be willing to try Dark Eldar. I've never really cared for Chaos either. Playing them in Dawn of War, I should say. Not as just like a lore faction. All cool. But yeah, let's give this a go. Okay, so the last expansion was Dark Crusade. And Dark Crusade was one planet. It was like one continent of one planet. But now we have an entire system. So we're starting here, it looks like, right?
Welcome to the single-player campaign of Dawn of War Soulstorm.
Ooh la la.
These tutorial windows will guide you through the first 2 turns of play and introduce key features of the Dawn of War campaign mode. Your goal is to conquer all 4 planets of the Kaurava system. Each planet is made up of multiple territories which you will conquer one at a time. The campaign map is your primary interface for directing your troops' strategic moves. Individual battles are fought on the smaller-scaled battle map.
Okay.
This province is your stronghold or home territory. It is from here that you are launching your conquest of the Kaurava system. If your stronghold is ever conquered, you will be pushed out of the planetary system and lose the campaign. Since this is the first turn, this is the only territory you currently control. The enemy factions each have their own strongholds, identified by banners on the campaign map. To win the campaign and make the entire Kaurava system yours, you must conquer all 8 enemy strongholds.
So once you conquer the strongholds, that faction still keeps their remaining territories, but they don't have an army anymore to like move out and attack anything else, so you can basically mop up, I'm pretty sure is how that worked. It's not like you just inherit all of their territories, I think. And then each territory has like a bonus power. I'm sure the lady will explain it.
Indicates the current position of your main army. You can only attack a destination that can be reached from the province where your army is, so its position on the map defines your options. The enemy factions each have armies of their own, and also can only attack adjacent territories. Some of your enemies may have powers that allow them to move in different ways, so be wary. Okay,
we have Requisition already. So it's been a while since I played Dark Crusade. I feel like it was over a year ago, right? So...
These arrows show you where your army can move or attack this turn. Red arrows indicate attacks into enemy provinces. Green arrows indicate moves into friendly provinces. Since this is your first turn, and you only control your stronghold, you must attack an enemy territory. To move to or attack, left-click to
Okay, we don't need, like, the what to click. I'm just interested in hearing the general strategic stuff. So our territory is 10. I think these numbers are like the powers, the power levels, right? If we take 4, that gives us access to this moon, which is owned by the Space Marines, and then we could also jump all the way to the Dark Eldar territory. I think the Dark Eldar are the ones that have the power to basically attack anywhere through the webway. Okay. I mean, I can't spend requisition on anything, I don't think. Maybe? Like, I could reinforce our...
to garrison troops and buildings in a territory.
Yes.
These purchases will be ready when you fight to defend this province from enemy attacks. Stationing troops and building buildings in a province costs you planetary requisition. The available units are on the panel. Use the arrows at the top to move between different options. Later, you can recall these troops if the province is no longer at risk. Recalling a unit will give you back half the planetary requisition you spent to station it in the first place. Be careful. All your purchases will be final once you accept the changes on this screen.
So half isn't bad. So what's our bonus? Advanced geographical analysis allows you to establish forward bases when attacking. Purchase structures along with your honor guard units to have them placed by your HQ at the start. Allows you to circumvent certain tech requirements. Structures remain as garrison buildings if you are victorious. I like that. I just like the idea, again, of anything that lets us move quickly. It doesn't seem like I can actually do it now, though. I don't know anything about this faction either. This first video is honestly just going to be me trying to understand this faction. Resilient general combat unit, strong at range and close combat, broad range of weapon upgrades, phosphor grenade upgrade effective at breaking morale, effective against infantry and heavy infantry. Breaking morale is super important in this game, except when we go up against the Necron, I think, because they don't have morale, is that right? Or if they do, it's very, very difficult to break? I assume they just don't have any. Flame-based vehicle? Your boy picked the right faction, okay. Seraphim squad, fast texture. Okay, so like assault marines, right? Crack grenade. Oh, your boy likes the crack grenades. Doesn't lose accuracy when firing on the move. Increases morale of surrounded allied units. Faithful generates a small amount of the faith resource. Apparently the faith resource is super important to the Sisters of Battle. I will rely on you all to please help me. Please help me after these first... I'm going to record maybe the first 2 or 3 videos in a row, but I will be on the lookout for everybody's advice in those, and then you'll start seeing me respond to that feedback after a couple videos. So just trust me on that. Ecclesiarchal Servitor. That just sounds cool. Like, it's not just a servitor, it's an ecclesiarchal servitor. Your boy likes that. Synergy is now playing Slay the Spire. That's because I have to do a screen capture. I should probably just turn those pop-ups off. I have my new PC here. Okay. That's fine. So we don't need to do that. I don't like how small this is. I want to click on these and see. Okay, bonus. The owner of this territory gained access to its ancient gate. Ancient gates are an ancient technology allowing rapid movement between planets. Because of the warp storm, they are the only means of interplanetary travel. Ancient gates allow travel to 2 other specific gates except for Lacunae. Okay. How about here? We get a Battle Sister Prioris squad. That sounds good, like an elite squad, perhaps. Requisition to serve in Canoness Agna's personal retinue. Has access to many weapons. Okay, so this just seems like honor guard that we attach our hero to. How about here? It's very important that you check what the bonuses are. Holy Terra Missionary, specifically trained on Terra itself, this holy missionary has mastered the many holy acts of faith. Attached to Canoness Agna's personal retinue to strengthen her troops. Detects infiltrated units, effective as scouts and support units. Okay. I feel like taking this webway just is going to open us up to getting attacked by the Dark Eldar or the Space Marines, so maybe we just go for here first. It looks like we're going to be just roasting the Imperial Guard. Poor guys. Imperial Guard, Space Marines, and Sisters of Battle all hate each other in this just because they all think each other are heretics, or the Imperial Guard probably just are like, oh god, please don't kill us, is my guess. So we probably want to make a move towards the Imperial Guard, stronghold as soon as possible. So I'm actually leaning towards going for this large one here, or maybe the 2 would be easier because it's our first one, and then we can just swing down straight into the stronghold. We won't have a lot of honor guard, but I actually feel like if we can pull that off, that'd be a very, very strong start. Give me a moment. Let's see what we get for the bonus for the Imperial Guard. Reduce production costs. Powerful manufacturing templates reduce the cost of all production. Cost of buildings and units can be purchased with... Oh, it's less requisition. That's really nice. Okay. Yeah, okay, so let's go for this 2. Let's go for the twofer, and we get our Holy Terra dude. Send me in.
This screen shows you the forces you are leading into an attack and allows you to return to the campaign map if you decide you don't want to attack yet. Since this is your first attack, most options aren't yet available. When you're ready to attack, just click on the attack button. This will load the actual battle, where you will face enemies in a game of Dawn of War.
Ooh la la. Okay,
By playing as the Sisters of Battle, you possess the power to build forward bases.
We already learned this.
Before any attack, you may purchase buildings in addition to honor guard units. Purchased buildings will be present at the outset of the battle. However, unlike honor guard units, they will not travel with your commander into other fights. Conquer enemy strongholds to obtain the racial powers added to your own.
When you put it like that, racial powers. I mean, in many cases, they're different species, right? Okay. Do we want to even bother with any of this? Like getting a plasma generator? Like, we could just save our requisition just to add to our honor guard and to get war gear. I think that's the better use. It's the first mission. How bad could it be? Famous last words. We're going. Just go. Vyasistan. All right. I'm nervous. It's been a long time since I played Dawn of War, though I have been watching good friend of the channel, Giant Grand Games, play through the base game. It seems like he's having a good time. Very similar experience to I had. Everyone's being very kind to him. Dismantle? Can I not build?
I serve.
Build buildings. That's it. Do it?
Build protocol confirmed.
Build a missionary?
It is a judgment. We go!
Oh, and she can't capture stuff. So yeah, give me this missionary. Give me another ecclesiarchal dude. And I'm just gonna try and learn this faction on the fly, okay? We're just gonna try and learn on the fly. You capture the purple points to get the blue resource. You build some buildings to get the green resource. That's how it goes.
Build protocol confirmed.
So we can attach her to stuff. Act of Faith Ascension summons the spirits of fallen faithful. Seek vengeance. Invulnerable avenging angels attack all enemies in the area. Costs faith to use. Here's our faith mechanic here.
I serve.
We have a canoness. I would like a Sister of Battle squad, please. We want to build a listening post on top of this once he's capped it to increase the amount of requisition that we get.
I serve.
Manufactorum. Pristine Sanctuary.
And the
Build
tempest
protocol
ever
confirmed.
deliver us.
Sisters, fight by my side!
I serve.
Did y'all hear that guy sing the little song? That was adorable. Okay, hit that. We can also get a thermoplasma generator on top of the pink, though that is expensive. Okay, Sister of Battle Squad. Seraphim Squad is like the melee-related ones, I think. Heavy infantry, all right. Celestian Squad, elite infantry that uses heavy weapons to take down vehicles. You love that.
It is a judgment.
Let's just fill out this squad. Oh my gosh, we can get 1, 2, 3, 6 more? 10? My goodness. Okay, that's coming up next.
I serve.
Listening post, you love to see it. How much for the thermoplasma? It requires the ecclesiastical cathedral.
I serve.
Don't worry about it. We're going to get it momentarily. You all come on over and cap this. My enemies, it's mission 1, so our enemy might actually ball out of control a little bit if we let them, but...
Tempest, Emperor, deliver I remain.
Okay, the fact that we're going to get to hear that song every time we cap a point is really exciting to me, and I feel like is going to get really annoying really fast later on, okay? Maximum number of heavy weapons. Seems very similar to Space Marines in a few ways. Blessed ammunition. All bolt weapons ignore cover. Okay. I don't think cover is honestly used that much, or it wasn't in Dark Crusade. Can we attach you to her retinue? I'm going to detach her and attach the missionary to her squad.
We know our place. It is a judgment. We go!
I remain.
Oh, we can't. Okay, just forget it then.
I serve.
Okay, and then once we cap the listening posts, we can upgrade the listening posts so that they get a gun and increased requisition. We're going to need more power.
I serve.
Again, I'm going to be really slow at this while we learn the faction, but then once we get further into this, it's going to be, we're just going to bomb our way through this stuff, okay? But just bear with me on this first mission, because, again, this is all basically brand new to me. In theory, we would have been moving out and taking more points at this point. What are our heavy weapon options? Okay, we can add a sergeant, a veteran superior, excuse me. Flamers and heavy bolters. Okay, you'll love to see it. Usually you need tier 2 to get different kinds. Better pistols. Deliver us. Okay, I think maybe it's going to be a thing where we just sort of sing along. I think that might just be how this has to go. Unfortunately, I apologize in advance. So generally what we could do... Do we have there's an idle workers button, I'm pretty sure, right?
I serve.
He's building.
I serve.
Yeah.
Immediately. Build protocol.
Oh, I can build static defense finally, too. This was something that we were lacking.
It is a judgment.
Increased squad cap. Oh my gosh, we can get so many of these ladies. I mean, they're not quite Space Marines, so that's probably why you can get more. It's closer to Imperial. It's like a mix of Imperial Guard and Space Marines.
I serve.
Emperor, deliver us. Wait,
I serve.
he doesn't need a work. He could just call down stuff. Oh my gosh, this is huge. We gotta wait for our cathedral, please.
From the lighting and the tempest.
Emperor, deliver us. Increases mask faith. Okay, so you add the holy icons of the listening post to get more faith, to use more powerful acts of faith, and it can reveal stuff. So we gotta get our extra gun, and then we can do engagement research we don't really need. I would very much like this thermoplasma generator.
Confirmed.
Generally a trade-up between requisition and power. You can upgrade one or the other. Right, so in this case, we can grab... You know, this will give us better requisition from all our listening posts at the cost of the power that we had saved up. But we're also just sort of waiting. Phosphor grenades, maybe? A flash of divine light blinds enemy units and inspires the canonist. Affects all enemy units.
We go!
And then the invulnerable spirit. Seems like we're going to be relying pretty heavily on that. Let's get a Celestian squad. Seems good. Oh, this is you can make more ground units. It's like your supply cap. It's not that you can add more to your stuff. Allows missionaries to use Emperor's Touch. Channels the wrath of the Empire through your soldiers' weapons, allowing them to strike down your foes with beams of holy flame. Dude, this all sounds sick.
Celestial squad!
Let's get that blessed ammunition. Celestial squad.
Many aspire. Few attain.
Let's get your veteran superiors, please. And you know your boy needs some flamers. Right-click to add those easily. Oh, you could add different types of leaders. Yeah, cancel that. I want... Oh, no, we need a holy reliquary for that. Just forget it. Melt-a-guns! Fires multiple incredibly hot bursts of energy, punching through vehicle armor. Yeah, go for it. Let's get some holy icons as well so that we can use our acts of faith. Okay, we need more requisition.
I serve. I serve.
Emperor, deliver us. All right, this first mission's probably going to take a while, and hopefully we don't just lose. Right, so I'm trying to get my economy off the ground quickly. Can we just attach him to this squad, please? Sisters are blessed with the favor of the Emperor. Enemies who attack the Blessed Squad invoke the Emperor's divine retribution. Return damage inflicted to their affected squads. Oh, okay, so it's like Thorn's aura, basically. The phosphor grenades seem good. Crack grenades are also exciting. Sister Repentia squad? I can't just build everything on the first mission, okay? So maybe let's just get some vehicles and then try and go and win. I already have the Pristine Sanctuary. Manufactorum is a must. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. And then let's also get the Holy Reliquary once we have a little more. Now, what we really should be doing is moving out and capturing more points. I'm being kind of silly here. We could also go and capture some of the relics. I'm a little concerned to just move out when it's possible the enemy could circumvent us and just kill us. What is orange again? I don't remember. You can't build... Here, you guys take this. They're gonna show up and attack us, and I'm just gonna die. I feel like it's probably what's gonna happen here, okay? We'll just go straight to tier 3.
It is a judgment. We know our place.
And then we could take the relics as well. It doesn't hurt. These Acts of Faith upgrades seem really important. And we should probably be making a Seraphim squad to move around and cap stuff. Probably important. I think it's like if you capture enough of the different sites, you just win automatically or something. Look at our Acts of Faith. It's really exciting. It's very exciting. Gotta upgrade each of these. Has a powerful melee attack. Maybe we can add that to her retinue once she's ready to go. Let's get a Seraphim squad. I'm curious to see how fast they are once we can afford it. Dude, I'm loving the beep beep beeps. Did you hear that?
And the tempest.
Emperor, deliver us. Okay, let's just keep taking spots.
Grant us dominion of this place in thy name.
Okay, you want to just get multiple units at the start so that you can cap multiple points, and I have failed at that.
Serve. Immediately.
Dude, Inferno turret, excuse me?
Build protocol confirmed.
I like the sound of it. Okay, cool, we got that. Oop, here they come. They're actually going to come and attack us.
It is a judgment.
It's Imperial Guard.
Smite the enemy!
Oh yeah, we have the Meltaguns. That's not going to be good against just this guard squad, but...
We know our place. Show no mercy.
I feel like we're going to be very good against Imperial Guard because they are very weak to morale breaking.
We go. Smite
This looks like their main guy, actually. Oh no, that's just a Commissar.
judgment.
But you can see they're already getting dusted. They're probably directly across the map from me, if I had to guess. Okay. There's so much that we can do right now. That's why it gets a little overwhelming.
And the tempest. Emperor, deliver us.
Emperor, deliver us.
I remain.
It is a judgment.
Hey. Yo, look at it go. All right, let's get over here and we can just murder these dudes.
I serve.
And the tempest. Okay, we can add the... Wait, is it an add-on where it can shoot both, or does it replace it? Permanently replaces it with twin link multi. Yeah, we don't need to.
To the heretics!
I remain.
Okay, it's all right. We're
Strike you down!
Use lay hands so that you're sparkling now? This is an anti-vehicle squad, so this is not really the best.
We know our place. It is death to the heretics!
Okay, that seemed good.
To the heretics!
Did you know that it's death to the heretics? Inspires... Oh, that's right. They can inspire allies. And the Tempest. Oh, we have lost morale? How has the Imperial Guard broken our morale? Back up here, please.
Strike you down!
I serve.
Get over here and just repair my turret, please.
We know our place. Strike you down!
I remain.
It is a judgment. To the heretics! Strike you down!
Oh, this is what I wanted to use. The little, the floaty ladies? Oh, I can't. It will not let me. It will not let me click it. Oh, I don't have enough Do I not have enough? Acts of faith? I must not.
We go!
I serve.
Okay, just build a listening post over here. We probably could just go and win.
Protocol confirmed.
Again, this is my opportunity to learn a little bit more about the faction, but I'm sort of just relying on you all. I don't care. I never want rhinos, ever. Immolator. Effective against aircraft and infantry, we can make air units now. Exorcist artillery tank fires a cluster of Exorcist missiles that cause mass damage, can be fired at long range, does not require line of sight. Highly inaccurate, especially when firing blind, effective against most unit types. Just throwing a few of those in will be really, really handy. This is increased damage, this is armor for our vehicles. Conflagration consumes the wicked with fire. I would love to consume the wicked with fire.
What is it?
Confessor, let's go ahead and add you to... I can't. I thought... I don't know. Don't worry about it. We'll worry about that later. And the Tempest. Emperor, deliver us. Oh, dude, I love it. I'm really excited about it. Cool, and then we're gonna upgrade its damage. It's just like a big cube. I really enjoy it. We need a Shrine of the Living Saint. Where are you going? I wonder if your listening posts are retained over each mission.
I serve immediately.
Okay, and we should have been building more plasma generators. You can build, like, what, 6 per base? You need to be building these early and quick. Certain number of them, at least. Blessed armor sounds great. Approach enemies at blinding speed. Ooh, Zealot charge rush. Increases the range of units. This just increases the leader of the squad. Increases Laudhailer on most buildings, and buildings reduce enemy morale. I like that. Again, there's so many little things to learn. Dude, give me a Repentia squad. Death Cult Assassin. Executes enemy infantry units when they're low on life. That seems cool. We gotta upgrade our, we got a lot to upgrade. There's so much to do. Again, it's really hard to keep track of, honestly. Okay, these buildings definitely are not building on their own, like I said that they were earlier. So I don't know what I was saying. Just ignore me, I guess. Should I just go and win? Again, this is my opportunity to learn a little bit more about the squad, but I feel like, you know, I'm getting some hands-on experience, but now maybe we just go and we kill them. Multi-Melta for buildings. We can add multiple leaders to the Celestian squad.
We know our place.
Seraphim squad seems cool. We probably want to put those on melee if I had to guess. Maybe? Returns a small amount of faith every time someone dies. Every time... Who dies? A faithful. Okay. Equips all infantry squads with better war gear. Sure. Dude, look at these ladies. Righteous Fervor drives the Sisters of Adventure Squad to fight harder to their detriment. Move faster and receive a damage bonus, but they will lose health. Beware, they can die from this ability. Okay, that's cool. I will not remember to use that, and I will not use it effectively, so please be aware of this.
The immolator tank! Burning glory!
I serve.
Okay, come on over and repair this. It's looking like these are flame turrets on top of the listening posts. I'm really excited about it. Okay, what else? What else to do? What is this up here? Relics control. That's right. So if you control the relics, I think you just win. Again, we're taking a really long time. I would love to try a penitent engine. This is kind of my only chance to do this. I mean, when I played as the Tau, I did I did different builds, and the Tau had 2 different specific tech paths. Excuse me. Death Cult Assassins. Just build one. Let's see. We tried the Celestian Squad. Seraphims and Celestians with crack grenades. Good against vehicles. I feel like the Imperial Guard are going to be coming with vehicles soon, so... That's probably why we're going to want more Celestian squads.
Death Cult Assassin, ready to kill. What shall I kill?
Ooh, it's one guy, and I think he's cloaked, so you just kind of hide him in battle, and then he... I'm not sure. I think it's time. Let's go ahead and move out. Again, I know that our base is not persistent, but I'm curious if our listening posts are. Okay, they're coming in attacking again, which is good. Oh, it's one commissar. Poor guy.
It is a judgment.
Okay, I'm excited to use these acts of faith because we're full on it. Isn't there an all units button on this game? We have all these acts of faith. I just have to figure out how to. There's so many, right? I have choice paralysis. We will.
Smite the enemy!
We'll try. They don't have any anti-vehicle. They're gonna get completely destroyed by this thing.
We know our place. Show no mercy!
Synergy is now playing Slay the Spire.
Celestian Squad, ready for battle!
So I have a feeling that this faction is going to be not good if you don't use the acts of faith. It's my thought.
Holy outcasts!
Let's just follow them back to their base.
I serve.
Emperor, deliver us.
Emperor, do not forsake me!
Dude, sister, turn on that righteous fervor. What are you doing? Okay, we've got some morale problems.
Strike you down! Die!
Grenade them?
Pause for grenades! Pause for grenades!
How are these guys going to do against buildings, I wonder? You can turn off Righteous Fury now. These guys are good versus structures, if I understand correctly. Confessor. Stuns an enemy squad. Get stunned. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Back up. Let's kill these dudes. The map is large, so it's gonna, I feel like, take us a while to actually find them and kill them. We have to kill all their listening posts now. I think now, like, I'm pretty far in, so we've got to actually slowly creep across the map. Give me that penitent engine. Give me multiple penitent engines, please. My unit's taking silly pathways to get to enemies. That's about expected. Tech Priest Engiseer.
Our faith conquers all.
Holy outcasts!
Okay, let's go. This is their base. Okay, we're in.
We are holy outcasts! Die!
You know what? Just turn on the Righteous Fervor until you die, okay? Let's watch him go. Go get him. They're getting knocked over a lot. That's because their commander squad is there.
Die!
I remain.
We probably just want to get more Celestian squads to kill buildings. This is why I built these ladies, okay? They're just gonna run in there and they're excited, okay? They're very excited. Move in. So what is this? Lay hands. Boosts the healing abilities of the missionary and any squad he's attached to. So we can attach missionaries to squads and it will heal them. That's exciting. Now, unfortunately, I think we have to kill every single listening post that they've taken as well, so this is going to be not good, I think.
Strike you down!
I serve.
Okay, Celestian squad. I can't add to this squad? Wait, which one is this? Oh, okay, so this is just more faith, better morale. Yeah, of course. Give me the multi-melta? I think this is going to be a really fun faction once I get into the groove with it. It's going to take some time. These melta guns, I feel like, have a really long range, like higher than I would expect. Oh yeah, and the grenades do good against buildings too, the crack grenades, so we got to make sure to use those. Okay, turn off Righteous Fervor. They're still alive. My goodness, they had a lot of health. Oh, you only have to kill their main base. Oh, okay, great. Great. We got some war gear.
As you conquer more and more provinces, you'll be awarded pieces of special equipment for your commander. This equipment is called war gear. You will never be awarded a specific piece of war gear. Instead, for each award, you get to choose one piece from the list on this screen. Note that you may have to get some pieces of war gear to unlock other, more powerful versions.
Okay. So some of these are, I mean, I don't know, but some of these are going to be, like, really, really good and, like, basically busted. But I don't know what those are, because I went into this having no clue, so... So just a better melee. Requires a power sword, better melee. Better ranged option. Probably don't need that at all. Inferno pistol sounds cool, but again, this is going to be a melee hero, I think. Reveals infiltrated units and increases damage of ranged attacks. Increases health and protects against melee attacks seems great. Increases damage and health. Immune to knockdown and increases movement speed, I like. Regen. Requires all other war gear. Ooh, it's basically, it's like an Inferno aura. Having to listen to this chainsaw forever is going to be a problem. Maybe we just upgrade her damage? I mean, your hero respawns, right? So if she dies, it's not that big of a deal, so... I mean, we are going to need to be able to reveal Cloak Step, but we have other options. So I'm thinking we get the Power Sword and Brazier of Holy Fire, then we get the Cloak. No, not the cloak. What? Where's our... Whatever makes us move faster. This is pretty good, but I feel like she might be too fragile for now. You know what? I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the melee protection. And...
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You conquered your first province. This victory has given you several rewards, including a piece of war gear. Every territory yields a certain amount of planetary requisition per turn. Additionally, many territories provide special bonuses such as Honor Guard units. Look for bonuses in the right-hand panel when you select a province. The Honor Guard are special units that can be trained to accompany your commander in battle. Purchase Honor Guard units from the commander or the attack screen. Take note that if you lose the territory that provided you with an Honor Guard unit, you will lose the ability to purchase that unit. Other provinces will grant small resource bonuses for battles, or contain ancient gates that allow travel between the planets.
Alright, so first order of business is to secure this planet, minus the ancient gate province, because someone might attack the Imperial Guard through there, and we don't need to worry about that.
This is the territory you've just conquered. Notice that it has changed to your color, and that your army is on it. Whenever you conquer a province, your army moves there. You can only move or attack once per turn, so your turn is effectively over. Next turn, new provinces will be open to attack. When you are ready to let the enemy factions act, click on the End Turn button.
Honestly, let's just go ahead and do that next time. It's been a long video, and I don't want these videos dragging on, except for the Stronghold missions, which are almost all inevitably at least an hour. But this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've been meaning to come back and finish this up. We'll see how long this campaign takes. It might be a while. Again, I might just not even show some of the normal, like, we're taking over provinces stuff. And maybe off camera, I'll explore some of the provinces to see what some of the bonuses are. Because there were 2 incredibly strong ones in Dark Crusade, which was you can act twice on your turn, and you can attack any province, not just the ones that you are adjacent to. I'm assuming that maybe those were deemed too powerful and have been replaced by something slightly less, like the Dark Eldar that can attack, like, anywhere that there's an ancient gate, as opposed to literally any province. So maybe I'll do a little of that exploring off camera to see which ones are really strong. I'll read a little bit more about Sisters of Battle. We got a nice little a taste of them, but I think what we're going to have to do is probably just pick a specific hero unit to focus on and focus on those acts of faith, because if we just try and get all of them, and I'm never going to use every single act of faith, there's so many, right? It's really hard to just keep track of everything when you have the whole faction at your disposal. So, you know, sometimes when we take an easy province, we'll focus on vehicles, or we take a hard province, we'll have to do a mix. You know, we'll just try and we'll vary it up as we go. But I hope you're looking forward to this series. You know, I saw Grant playing Dawn of War, and I was like, ooh, I'm getting the itch again, and it's time to go and finish up Soulstorm. So here we are. All right, thanks everyone for watching. I look forward to your helpful advice. No spoilers, please, but, you know, I guess you can't really spoil much in a Risk-type campaign. Yeah, I know that when I played all the other expansions, people were incredibly helpful, so thank you in advance. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.